everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the podcast where Aaron and I watch every episode of Dragon Ball. We come onto the podcast to talk about it, but we do it in a fun, comedic way. There's improv. There's bits. Sometimes there are skits. There's going to be a commercial. What else can I tell you about the podcast before we get started? We'll be talking throughout the majority of it. Aaron, am I forgetting anything else?
I think that you should remind them that they're going to enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have a great time.
It's a delightful experience.
So why don't you cuzzle or nuzzle on up to your favorite pair of headphones. Put on your favorite Bluetooth speaker or analog if you're that kind of person. Get on the couch or sit down on the train and, oh boy, enjoy. Because we've got a very fun show for you guys today. So look, if we're having a party, we got to do what's called some Kame housekeeping because nobody likes to come into a house party. It's all dirty and gross. You got to take out the recycling. You got to empty out the sink, do the dishes. And that's what we're about to do now with the first piece of Kame housekeeping, which is the 1 minute roundup.
I'm a talking cactus.
Holy! Oh! Whoa!
I gotcha.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Holy!
This is not a delusion. This is real.
Are you sure?
Prickle.
Ow! Yeah, no, that's real. And you moved your
real
cactus
pain.
arm. Okay.
A mighty sequoia. So how you doing?
Oh, you're one of
what brings you around these parts.
You're one of these kind of mystical Western plants.
What do you mean, one of these kinds?
You said
you're being awfully prickly with me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The puns. Is there going to be a riddle? I was super surprised. Now I'm jaded by this whole thing. I've come in contact with, oh my God, anthropomorphic aloe plants, anthropomorphic anteaters.
Allie the aloe plant?
Yeah, Allie the aloe plant. The other side of that ridge.
How's she doing?
Fine.
Did she
look
even
good? She's budding. She's great.
Oh, really? Well,
a couple of spores nearby.
She always wanted that.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Am I sensing some history?
We.
No.
Let's see.
So that is an improvised Western scene that we use to warm up our improv muscles for later in the show. Aaron, what were you about to say?
For the audience that can't see, including Vince, I was holding up my arms in a cactus-like position.
Oh, I felt it.
To get into character.
What you don't know is that I, right now, am buried to my neck in dirt. To complete the scene.
You did it very quickly. And you dug yourself out very quickly.
Yeah. No, I'm out. I'm free.
You tornado Taz'd yourself and you're out.
Taz, a reoccurring character on this podcast now for the first time.
The mysterious, much like the fifth Beatle, the mysterious third member.
The third member of the podcast, Taz, the Tasmanian Devil. The way that improvised scene ends is where one of us breaks. This time it was Aaron. Then we move on to the 1 minute roundup proper, where one of us, this time Aaron, has to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball to this point. And I don't even need to give you guys the number. It's a lot. It's 3 digits, okay? 3 digits we're in. Everything that's happened in Dragon Ball up until this point. So it's 148 episodes. And why do we do this? Well, we do it so you don't have to go back and watch every single episode of Dragon Ball to get caught up or listen to every single episode of the podcast to understand what we're talking about right now. But if you want to, you're more than welcome. But that's enough preamble because I know Aaron's sweating over there. He's pulling his collar as beads of sweat drip down his brow and his back and his shoulders.
Oh no, psychosomatic symptoms. I'm highly suggestible.
Ooh, priming at work. Learn your psychological principles. Read the DSM-5. And Aaron, whenever you're ready.
All right, I shall complete this torture in 3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball, main premise is about 7 magic balls. If you collect them all, you get any wish you want. And it stars our little boy Goku, who's a little man now, but he was a little boy. And he went on a big adventure with all of his friends, his first adventure, finding the balls and defeating a little goblin from taking over the world by turning into an ape and wishing for panties. He didn't do that. Some other jerk did. Then he trains with an old man and his boy Krillin for the Tenkaichi tournament, which he gets second place in. Then he goes off to find one of the balls because it's a memento of his grandpapa, and in doing so, he defeats the Red Ribbon Army. And then after that, he trains for a couple of years by himself for the next Tenkaichi tournament, which he gets second place in again. Second place, first loser. I didn't come up with that. That's just facts. He was defeated by Triclops named Tien, but then his boy Krillin died from King Piccolo, and then he killed King Piccolo by training and drinking water. And then after that, he trained with God for the third Tenkaichi tournament, which he just won by defeating Piccolo's son. And now he's getting married?
Holy mackerel. You packed a lot in there.
I'm upset my alarm didn't go off.
That's usually how I know. That's usually how we both understand when
I saw
60 seconds
the
over.
two. I saw the 2 and the 1, and that's why I ended in the usual upswing of enunciation.
Yeah, the classic
signifying the end.
KHP upswing. Mark it down. It's a thing now.
Half circle back. BA.
If you're an audience member of this podcast and you're like, I didn't get all I needed to know out of that 60-second summarization. Well, first I ask, why don't you try it and send it in to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com, which you're more than welcome to do. Just drop us an audio file and we'll play it at the next 1 minute roundup for the show. And if you're like, there's an ape and there were panties and there's been how many Tenkaichi tournaments? Who's a Triclops? Then we encourage you to go back and listen to our old stuff. You'll find fun bits that have carried probably far too long. Maybe even run into some special guests and super special episodes like our 100th episode. But now we got to move on to the second and final piece of Kame housekeeping, which is where I tell you that Aaron and I watched 2 different versions of the show. I watched the English dubbed version, while Aaron watches the Japanese language English subtitled version of the show. Why we do this, you ask? Well, just like most of life's most beautiful moments, it was a mistake that turned into a masterpiece.
The birth of my son, a mistake.
But your son, Aaron, turned out to be the greatest NBA player of all time.
That's right. In this reality, I have a son that I don't talk to.
Oh, but he's a masterpiece on the court. And that solidifies that saying is real.
I watch from afar.
With binoculars? Mm-hmm. Must be hard to see into the Staples Center.
Yeah, I have a little hole that was punched out.
Ooh, a modification?
Honestly, it was a lot, showing the fracturedness of my family. Getting this hole punched through with getting enough power binoculars, finding the perfect place that no one's going to bug me as I watch the game was way more complicated than just, call it connecting with my son again.
So, Aaron, I hope it's okay because we talked about this before the show that I can talk about your son and how you watch the games because Aaron's son in this scenario is Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers, and he watches them from the Griffin Observatory through a hole in the Staples Center.
Mm-hmm. And for a while, I thought he was Anthony Davis, lead singer of the nu metal band Korn. And I would follow them around in a band.
No.
And when I got the guts to approach him, he's like, no, my dad is this person. I'm like, oh. And I asked him what his middle name was.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't have a middle name. And I'm like, well, I definitely remember giving my son a middle name. So you're sorry to bother you. Great show. I'll see you later.
Wow. I mean, the access that you have by saying that you're anybody's dad, because Aaron, you have resting dad face. You can be anybody's father.
I give off that big dad energy.
Okay.
We've tricked. No, like people were like, well, this is my son Vince.
Yes.
And they're like, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
That's how we get discounted tickets to the movies whenever we go, because I like a free popcorn, and
we say you're under 5, so it's free. Also, Jonathan Davis is the lead singer of Korn, so that joke doesn't track. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't just look that up. I remembered.
Because I'm just gonna have to end scene this because because that's a perfect segue
Goodbye,
for
son.
me telling the audience goodbye to your son, Anthony Davis, leading scorer on the Los Angeles Lakers. He's averaging like 30 points a game. It's amazing.
I don't keep up with the stats, and that was a point of contention between us.
But this is a perfect time to tell the audience, Aaron, that we don't do research for this show. None of it. Not an ounce of searching goes in. We don't cite our sources. We don't do any of that.
Nary a Wikipedia search.
Nary a Wikipedia search. But if you use Wikipedia, you should donate. Keep information free and altered by whoever it wants to be.
By paying for it.
Yes. Keep information free by paying a monthly fee for it.
What the fuck are we doing? Oh, yeah.
It's the titles. It's the titles. So we have two different titles of the show. That's usually the first difference between our two versions of the show. So, Aaron.
I can go first.
Yeah.
Is what you were going to ask.
I was going to ask, yeah.
Episode 149 of Dragon Ball. The English subtitle title is The Wedding Dress Inside the Flames by George R.R. Martin.
Chapter 1. The dress was assaulted violently.
Yeah, that's The Wedding Dress Inside the Flames.
The Wedding Dress Inside the Flames. Okay, here we go. The English dub title of episode 149 of Dragon Ball. Dress in Flames.
That's a different well, one, duh, it's a different title. Two, that's a different connotation.
I think yours is more germane to the episode itself, which we'll get into in a minute here. But yeah, mine is definitely more poetic, but also it left me
You think the dress is going to burn?
Yeah, I assumed that the dress was going to be on fire the entire time.
Chi-Chi, wear this flaming dress. It gives you plus 10 stamina.
And plus 7 persuade.
It's plus 20% resistance to fire.
And when you have Goku and Ox King in your party, you get a buff on engineering and strength for two-handed melee weapons.
Oh, you're going. I'm just doing generic fantasy. You're doing Outer World stats.
It's the only thing on my mind. It's how do I get more persuasive so I can lie to everyone in space?
Let's. It's been a while.
Been a while.
There we go. Thank you for doing it, Mo. Better. It's been a while since we've had a wacky adventure episode.
Oh yeah.
You know, we've been deep in the tournament pacing and storytelling, but so this was weird.
Yeah,
it was a weird episode.
It was
for even by Dragon Ball. Yeah. It was weird. Goku, Chi-Chi, flying on that Nimbus, and they're heading back to he's going to see the in-laws.
Oh yeah. It's the last step in the engagement process. It's going to the father and telling them, "Oh, we're going to get married." That's what every parent likes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the traditional way to do it, right, is you go.
I mean, Anthony's not getting married anytime soon.
It's true.
Or is he? Shit. That'd be real bad if he was.
Your kid, not mine.
Yeah. It seems like you're more interested in him than I am at points.
Look, I feel like I'm an uncle to him, and I also watch from afar. I just watch through my TV.
So, yeah, they're meeting the Ox King. Goku is big dummy who doesn't understand how in-laws work because they have a bit of dialogue where he calls the Ox King an old man. Chi-Chi gets mad at him and says, "Hey, from now on, you need to call him Papa," because that's how that works.
We're getting differences already. My version of the show is that same sequence where they are nimbusing to the Ox King, and it becomes one of those old, like, men and women, isn't it funny how they're different? Where, like, Goku's like, "Are we headed in the right direction? I don't quite remember where the Ox King's castle is." And Chi-Chi says something along the lines of, "Well, I offered to give you directions, but you didn't take them, just like a man, blah, 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 blah." And Goku was like, "Wait, what?" And then Chi-Chi says, "I'm just being sarcastic. It's right over there." So they didn't want to do the joke?
What the actual fuck?
Yeah. I thought that was real weird. I'm glad that they had an actual conversation in yours that made sense along the lines of Goku not knowing how to become part of somebody else's family.
Because that's a rich comedy vein.
Yeah.
They've been mining for years of Goku being a dum-dum. And that just makes Chi-Chi sound horrible.
Right. They're already starting out by making like I don't like the categorization of Chi-Chi in this relationship already with that line. It gets better, but just up front, didn't need that. That's all I'll say.
When we get to Z, which is very soon, you see it over the horizon.
So soon.
I'm curious what the original Japanese language version does with Chi-Chi. And clearly in the animation, she gets mad about a lot of things.
Right.
But I'm curious how it's handled.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how it handles. Because I like this Chi-Chi. Well, I'm not gonna say I like this Chi-Chi because there are some lines that have not aged well here.
Oh boy.
Coming up.
Oh boy.
But they don't treat her like some sort of shrill,
right,
like some shrew, to use Shakespeare's terms, not mine.
Yeah. Right now they're treating her like she's got her head on straight. She's just a girl who fell in love with a boy who won a martial arts tournament by defeating God's evil son, and now all she wants to do is get married like Goku promised when they were kids.
So they land, and Ox King he's really built the place up.
Yeah, I wrote in my notes, Fire Mountain got a glow up.
Yeah, it got gentrified.
Sorry.
A tech company moved in, and
Capsule Corp moved in, and then all of a sudden,
there was a huge bid for their new offices. They heard Ox King land on Fire Mountain's really cheap because of, the explosions.
Yes. And look, they didn't want to diminish the suffering of anybody who died in the original Fire Mountain fire. So they put a statue up. They put a nice statue, and they built the Ox King a lake in front of his property for everyone to cool off if it gets a little too hot.
Ox King got a huge payday to let Capsule Corp move in. His castle is gigantic now.
It's huge. It's bigger than it was before. And it's insured against fire.
Yeah. Thank God. What happens next? But next scene is just Goku eating the poor Ox King out of house and home.
Oh my God. The size of that table was massive. It was all covered in bones and soiled dishes.
Continuing the tech bro sort of trend, we see Ox King in his, I think what people really know him for, his look-wise, is his casual lumberjack daddy.
Yeah.
Sort of look.
Hat with the horns.
Some sensible horn rim glasses, suspenders, because he's a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Again, very, very techie.
Yeah.
Sort of.
That's the CEO's version
casual.
Of business or creative casual.
Yeah, he's dressed down.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking to you on your level. He's trying to act like he doesn't have a giant safe full of ill-begotten treasure.
Yeah. Are we jumping right to that? Because I love that there's a cave of wonder in the castle. I got strong Aladdin vibes.
This was interesting, I think, and I'm curious if it was different in yours. Ox King, of course, very happy to have Goku. He was willing to marry his daughter off when she was like 10.
Right.
So, of course, he's happy. Like, thank God Goku actually did his thing. He's talking about how his grandpa was a big eater as well. He's very happy about the wedding. But he does say that, look, you kids need to have a wedding ceremony. Chi-Chi doesn't want to because she would be embarrassed.
Really?
And then goes to ask Goku what he thinks about it. He's like, however you do it.
Okay, wow. I don't think, in mine, Chi-Chi does not, she welcomes the idea. She doesn't kind of push back against it.
That's such that really ruins this beautiful moment that's about to come up here.
Keep going, yes.
Because Ox King's the one, again, like a lot of parents, they're pushing for a wedding.
Of course.
Look, we got into debt for our wedding. You got to do it too. Don't try and wiggle out of this. You're having a wedding ceremony, and you're paying for it. That leads them to go into, as you put it, the Cave of Wonders.
I mean, look at the screenshots. Tell me I'm wrong. Check out our Instagram and tell me it's not the Cave of Wonders.
there's a little lamp.
Yep.
First thing, the Ox King's like, don't touch that. First of all.
First off, don't touch anything in here.
Look, here's how I met your mother. I was a street urchin living with a monkey. And then I touched this lantern, and then how else do you think I became king? Oh my God, it's fitting into place perfectly.
That's right. Ox King found the Cave of Wonder after training with Goku's father, Gohan. He found the magic lamp. One of his 3 wishes was to become king, and then the other wish was to become a giant.
Well, the third wish was to free the genie.
And third wish was to free the genie.
But Jafar's in that lamp. That's why you shouldn't touch it. Are we? I got a button here, man. This seems real plausible. I'm not. Let me do a quick plot hole sort of look.
Plot hole analysis.
I mean, if there's flying if there's flying nimbuses, there's flying rugs. Ding! Wasn't there talk of a flying rug at some point?
A flying
in the
carpet?
Show? In the actual show? Yeah.
Sorry. There's something else you can fly on.
Carpet, not rug.
His name is Carpet,
it would
not
be
Rug.
It would be rug.
No.
Carpet's like, it would be a rug. It's not a carpet. Carpet is
That is your Western ideal
inlaid.
of what a rug is. Okay, Aaron?
A flying toupee.
A flying doormat.
A flying downstairs.
I can show you the world. Get on my flying escalator. Tell me, princess, now did you remember to tie your fucking shoes? Move on.
We will, because I got this button, and I think we should hit it. We should.
Yeah.
The story of Aladdin, the story of Disney's Aladdin, is a prequel to the Ox King, and that, my friends and foes, is canon, not Nick Cannon.
It's true.
We never had a friend like me.
It's true.
Alibaba had his 40 thieves. Please don't flag this episode.
Look, we're talking about Will Smith. We're talking about
Fair
the Will
use,
Smith
fair
version
use,
of the
fair
music.
use.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. That guy puts it all on Instagram, so why can't we do it too? Cha 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 cha.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. So the Ox King, amongst his treasures, is his late wife's wedding dress, and it is, they shoot it beautifully, they draw it beautifully. Chi-Chi is, crying, she's tearing up over it. Mm-hmm. Goku doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh my god, Goku's dumb face. That's what I put in my notes. Is like, it's such a nice moment. Chi-Chi is loving the dress, and then it just cuts to Goku's dumb face, just like basically mouth agape, just basically this sound coming out.
Why are we eating?
Yeah, that's what's going through his head. Wait, there was more food on the table.
You took me away from eating for this to look at clothes.
So you can't fight that.
Just have Kame make you a pair.
Exactly. Where's Kame when you need him?
That's the other thing. Like, hey, Kame, can you use your god? The dress done. Spoilers burn. Well, maybe, I don't know if it burns up. I don't think it does. But there is a threat. We have already mentioned that there's a threat of burning to this dress. Just have Kame redo it.
Yeah. Why? Well, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep going, because then I have a question about the whole rest of this episode.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the very end, it's Chi-Chi agreeing to have the ceremony. and it ends on this very nice note. Like, I think it's a literal rip from Final Fantasy VII, because it's that do 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 do. Like, I had sense memories when the little tune came on.
And
this is
a tune where like you're seeing the foyer, kind of. Is this like when they're doing the actual like planning part?
No, this was her. Do they
when,
not have a long shot of Chi-Chi just holding the dress?
They do. I just don't remember. I don't remember the music.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
You're not a Final Fantasy VII boy.
This is true. I played 10.
Yeah, you got to get that remake.
I don't know if I should, but I do want to play more Blitzball in HD.
That's 10. There is zero blitz. Look.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Get Blitzball out of here. You got to get Chocobo racing. Gambling. That's how you get, if I'm not mistaken, that's how you get Cloud's ultimate limit break.
Oh, boy.
Omni Slash.
Okay. Now I'm learning.
And it takes, you have to raise a bunch of fucking Chocobo to get it so you can win.
This sounds like the game for me.
So look, as you said, the villagers, they stopped their chocobo racing to help prepare for this wedding. Ox King practicing a speech that's 2 lines. but he's very happy about it.
He's very happy.
Tell me if... Yeah, I'm glad they kept that.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to remember. Again, I didn't do a good job writing down the quotes for this one, but it was, thank you all for coming. We're so happy. It's basically like that. And then he puts down his tiny little piece of paper. He's like, okay, that's done.
Got it. Nailed it. Well, we also see some Richard Dreyfuss looking dude teaching Goku and Chi-Chi how to dance.
Yeah, looks like a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Not lying. They look like they're having a great time.
Goku's you think he'd be more coordinated.
Look. You can lead a
duck
to
water. He's having a hard time.
you lead a duck to water. You can't make him swim. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have rhythm.
Yeah. He grew up in the woods. They ain't got rhythm in the woods. This ain't Snow White. No birds coming to sing Goku, teach him how to do the Dougie.
Before we get into the disaster, I want to talk about this wall art, this art.
Thank you.
That is on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It is a painting of the Ox King. Big. In I'd say his forearm, not in his hand. In his arm is his late wife holding a little baby Chi-Chi.
Little baby Chi-Chi.
It's very cute.
Very cute.
But I have to ask if Ox King's, again, late wife, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Is that size. And Ox King is that size.
Uh-huh.
How'd that work?
Ooh, Aaron's asking the tough questions.
And is that her cause of death?
Oh, God, hard hitting. Who are you, Amy Robach on 60 Minutes? Come on, man. You can't ask somebody that.
Well, you don't want to talk about Ox King's murder? Ox King's wife's murder?
I do have a lot of questions about Ox King's late wife and what happened to her. And Aaron, I crap you not. The same thing you suggested came through my mind as well.
He could just not be a big boy.
Yeah.
But
even if
artificial means
to
bring Chi-Chi about.
Let's just say he's not that big of a boy. Even so, his general size becomes an issue. It's dangerous and irresponsible.
Did he just roll over in bed one night?
Aaron, that could have been it.
They should have. That's, you know what? Look, I'm being ableist, I think, on this. Because clearly, Ox King, at this size, within that environment, he's a disabled American.
Hey,
he's a hand. I don't know the fucking. I'm sorry, I don't know the term.
No.
But
Aaron, I want this classification for myself. As a giant person in society, I've been pushing legislation for me to get exemptions on flights, buses. I want
You should have
legal-
2 seats.
I should have 2 seats, or they should be legally required to put me in an exit row. I'll do the training every year if that's what it takes. But if I have to get on an airplane, Aaron, one more time, and I see an exit row that is empty on my flight, and if I ask them to move and they say that they have to charge me in air mid-flight, I'm calling the ACLU. I'm calling the Reverend Al Sharpton. I'm calling.
Oh yeah. Oh,
everybody.
he'll take that case.
He'll take that case. I know he will. He told me about it.
Think about his home that had to be custom built. That's why he got into bed with Capsule Corp.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
See?
He's like, I just want to live a normal life.
And
I'll gladly sell out.
And we're going to tie this back to your son, Anthony Davis, who, in order to simply survive, had to subjugate himself to the college athletic process for men's basketball and the National Basketball Association. He has to subjugate a large portion of his life just so he has the cash to afford his custom clothes. Because, Aaron, I tell you, I shit you not, when it comes to shoes, they charge your ass by the size. They charge you for the material.
I mean, again, I thought he was kind of a whiner.
Oh.
Growing up. So I'm just like, you'll grow out of it. Instead of growing into it, I'm like, you'll shrink. It was my first son.
You had no idea.
I don't know.
You have no idea.
There wasn't the internet at this time.
No, absolutely not. And if you were on the internet at the time, it was not helpful. That dial-up noise, all that. Awful.
A bunch of dad shaming.
Yeah. Go on the forums.
Look,
be shamed by
my feelings
dads.
got hurt. My feelings got hurt, and I think that's the most important issue here.
But that's my philosophy on why the NBA was founded. A select few tall people in America said, we have to make a living somehow. No one will hire us. We can't sit at office desks. We can't drive cars for income. I can't be a pilot as a tall man. They don't put me in the military because I'm a tall man. I don't fit into foxholes.
Yeah. I'm a target.
I'm a huge target. And there are only so many Slender Man roles in Hollywood to go around. So look, we're going to give you the National Basketball Association.
Yeah, Doug Jones took all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, tall, skinny guy in costumes. Get that Doug Jones.
Shit. You know how many times I auditioned.
He went to
be...
mime school. He earns it.
Fine.
He deserves it.
Yeah, I didn't do that work.
Look, I'm going to say Ox King's wife died from an accident and that he regrets every day. But it's a hard world for him to live in.
Hard world. And even harder when things like this transpire where I guess they were going to have the wedding that day, on the day of his daughter's wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
This, on the day of the Ox King's wedding, give him an earthquake, followed by anthropomorphic flames.
Yeah, Don Corleone from across the way is like, oh, fuck this Ox King guy. He's moving in on my business. I was supposed to get the Capsule Corp to move into my neighborhood.
Yes, we were supposed to get... I can't even do a Marlon Brando.
We were supposed to get...
there
got
it
to
is.
be more droopy like that. He stuffed cotton into his mouth. Get the shape.
That's how he did the whole thing? Oh, that doesn't even sound like it.
Ox King, he would not break bread with me and my family. Therefore, I'll break his castle with my earthquake machine. That's right, I'm in Cobra. La 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 la. Cobra control in the old G.I. Joe cartoons. Cobra controlled the weather like a bunch.
Yes, Marlon Brando.
Cobra Commander.
Yes.
Thank you for the offer that I couldn't refuse.
I'm glad you enjoyed our earthquake seismoflamograph machine, originally used to take down the Joes, but they've since moved into offshore facilities. So I had to make room for my new Prius in my garage, and I decided to sell it to you.
Glad we could celebrate our mutual friendship and partnership within this.
Of course.
You haven't touched your spaghetti.
Oh.
I asked if my dear wife made it.
Oh.
Is there something wrong with it? Chick.
I mean, a bead of sweat dripping
That wasn't
down.
me. That was the 10 men behind me.
I know. I'm aware. But as you can see, this giant bead of sweat on my glistening mask is falling very slowly. And I can't believe I'm forced to eat noodles. They're so similar to snakes. It's almost cannibalism.
That's your hang-up?
That's the hang-up. They look too much like little snakes.
I respect your beliefs, but I also don't you will also disrespect my wife. My wife, if you don't.
My wife.
This spaghetti. Oh, you a Bang Bang fan?
Huge comedy Bang Bang fan. I love Sean Diston.
See, I don't want to. That's why I also don't want to kill you, but you do need to eat the spaghetti. She is crying in a corner.
Fine. Nobody look at my.
Look, say no once.
Yes, I'm being as polite as I can. But here I go. I'm slowly lifting up my mask just enough to shovel the spaghetti in.
Oh, you have quite the profile.
Please.
A masterful chin.
Oh, is that what you see? Oh, how delicious that was. Now, I am deathly allergic to an ingredient called cilantro. There wasn't any cilantro in there, was there?
No, that's more of a Spanish Mexican.
Oh, good. I get most cultures.
Parsley out the wazoo, though.
That's fine. Parsley isn't dangerous to snakes. Is curse you,
on, do the
Marlon
hybrid.
Brando. Curse you, Joes. Ah!
Now we don't have to pay him that shipping fee for the earthquake machine. I forget the real name. It was very dumb.
We don't know, boss, but yeah, the shipping was crazy. Also, he wanted to use FedEx same day, and they never get anything here same day. So.
No, they say it's going to be here in the morning, and it never is.
Never is. All right, I'm just going to put 2 in this weird reptilian man's skull. Boom, boom.
Boom. All right. Oh, no, it ricocheted off his mask.
Oh, duck!
Those duck?
Oh no, the boss is hit! Oh no!
I was supposed to die by heart attack in the orange garden.
Oh, boss.
Y'all remember that scene?
What scene? Well, he's losing his mind! He's losing so much blood!
I could have been a contender.
Oh, boss, by the way, I'm the one who got your daughter pregnant.
Go.
Oh, damn it, I thought he was dead. No, come on. No.
Okay, I'm dead now.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so nobody's...
My tongue's out. Yeah.
Well, that's convinced me nobody's going to put a hit on me. And scene.
Look, don't get involved with mobsters or
Cobra.
high concept terrorists. They were terrorists.
It wasn't the terrorist line that I'm laughing. It's the high concept, which they did some
wacky shit.
That's the most accurate description. I think you could also lump into high concept terrorists, the faction of high concept terrorists, Pinky and the Brain.
Mm-hmm. Look, I think there was an episode of G.I. Joe, if I'm not mistaken, where I think they tried to turn all animals against the people of Earth and then hold the Earth for ransom. And they did it via sonic vibrations.
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
So, look, the earthquake machine works because it's really fucking up that castle.
Oh my God,
real bad. Ox King, he's like, oh, the wedding dress, and He goes back for it. Goku tries to help, but he gets blocked by one of the lava blasts, the heat blast.
Yeah. It's fire that looks like water, but is fire.
As Vince alluded, it may be sentient because it keeps blocking Goku.
It won't let Goku follow the Ox King to help him out. Ox King also orders Goku to take care of Chi-Chi, so Goku has to make a decision. But look, Goku and Chi-Chi are now outside of the castle. Ox King being, anthropomorphic flames. At one point, he is running down a hallway, and the flames they look like they're chasing him. And he even says, "The flames are chasing me. Oh no!" Goku.
He just says, "These are not ordinary flames."
Oh, okay.
That's his response.
Goku is outside. Chi-Chi says, "Goku, use your Kamehameha wave like Roshi." Goku's about to do it. She goes, "Wait, you'll destroy the castle." Goku says, I'll only target the flames. It'll be fine." Goku fires Oh, wait, what does he say in yours?
Oh, he just says that he'll do it to where it's weak enough to where it will only extinguish the flame.
Okay. Same.
So different skills. Different skill trees.
You took the active skill tree. I took the passive one. Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
So Goku, he thinks it works, but it doesn't. The flames are back and heavier than ever. He calls Kinto-un because he thinks he can fly into the castle to get the Ox King. And the flames do not let him in. They keep burning his little bum.
Mm-hmm. Lots of Goku yelling and holding his on fire tushy.
Ouch.
I like that in that particular scene, Kinto-un's butt also burst into flame, which is cute.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. His little butt be burning.
At this point, Ox King yells out to Goku, is like, "Look, these aren't ordinary flames. The only way to get rid of it is with the Bansho fan." And we get a reminder of the Bansho fan is a magical item that they tried to put out the fire mountain out before, but Roshi threw it away.
He's a careless old fool.
Yeah. So they have to go find it. And if you need something, and if you need to find something,
oh yeah,
where do you go in the Dragon Ball universe?
If you need to find something, you gotta go to Fortune Teller Baba. Right off I-95. Fortune Teller Baba. Tax free.
Walk-ins welcome. Which they are. They are walk-ins.
Exactly.
She's sneezing like crazy. She says, quote, these are some bad quotes in the sense that I don't like what they are.
Go ahead.
So, Baba quote says, "Looks like I caught the first cold I've had in 200 years. Goku responds with, "Old woman, hurry up and divine already."
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. Goku hates old people.
Savage. Wait, say that again?
Old woman, hurry up and divine already.
Hurry up and divine already.
So he's smart enough to know that that's what that is called.
Mm-hmm.
She's sick. She's old.
Yeah. She got her first cold in 200 years.
We get it. You didn't even know he was your dad now. We get it. He's burning. He gonna die.
Yeah, Baba is she's sick, so her vision doesn't seem very clear. The crystal ball is like, go east to this village. There's an image of an octagon. It's actually very helpful. And of course, Goku,
it's
being the go-getter that he is, grabs Baba, grabs the ball, grabs Chi-Chi, and away they go off to the east.
She's a human GPS.
And then we just get, I think, a cut to Ox King just in a tower in the castle, gripping this dress in the darkness, just waiting for death.
Please hurry, go. Please hurry. I don't have an Ox King voice in me. I don't think I've heard him. Because it's bellowy.
It's bellowy.
Bill bellowy.
It's bellowy and nasally. Let me see if I can get it.
All right.
Goku, my boy, so good to see you.
So you little Yajirobe's dad?
Yeah, actually, sounds like he could be Yajirobe's
Shit,
dad.
it's a Yajirobe.
Oh, snap. Chi-Chi and Yajirobe, you brothers?
I was saying same voice actor, but
Same voice actor.
Your idea is way more fun.
Oh, my God. The deep tapestry of the Ox
Dad,
King family.
why you treating me like Aaron and not talking to me?
I read his book on parenting. It was so helpful. I found myself, and look at me now. I've got billions in the real estate market, and we're about to open a WeWork downtown.
But Dad, I've been living in the desert, I've been eating demons. That's how, I mean, they're good, like really good, like really good.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm your father.
Look, I'm sharing an apartment with a cat. I'm not even on the lease.
Well, then
Don't laugh at me.
I think that's
It's
hilarious.
The real estate market's hard.
You're telling me. By the way, is that cat named Corin?
Yeah, why, you know him or something?
Of course I know him. He trained with my master, Gohan.
I can't have anything that's just mine, can I?
Nope.
Even though I came here begging for help, but my pride is taking back its form.
Seems like you're in a real millennial dilemma. I worked hard for everything I got.
All right, here, what? By murdering?
By
People and stealing their gold?
terrorizing, stealing their gold, putting it into a cave of wonder. I pulled myself up by training with a master martial artist who then allowed me to go upon the world.
You just walked by his place one day and were like, that sounds cool, and he accepted you. Don't act like it was some big deal.
What? You've been changing my Wikipedia again, haven't you?
Yep, let me pull it up.
I don't even know how to get to Wikipedia. People just mentioning it on my castle wall.
Yeah, the only time you call is when you need tech support.
Yeah, have you set up Wi-Fi for a single castle? 17 rooms, 14 atriums, a swimming pool, 32 bathrooms, half and full, one clawfoot tub in my room. All need to be Wi-Fi connected because you millennials love Facebook.
We're not even. Facebook is for boomers.
Don't you call me a boomer.
When were you born? 64, 63, if I'm not mistaken.
62.
Okay, boomer.
Good Lord. I can't take this anymore.
Bam. Got him.
I'm walking away from this conversation,
Right.
and I'm going to invest in something that's bad for the environment just because of you.
Well, I've got a Uber ride. I got to.
Couldn't even take Dad's car, could you? I gave you a car,
No,
now you don't even drive it.
No, I'm driving for Uber. I gotta make fucking money somehow.
That Toyota is supposed to have nobody else in it. As your father, no, you can't drive anybody else.
I also smoke in it. Bye. I'm sorry, vape. I vape in it.
Even worse. And
Hey, are you Oolong? I'm your Uber.
Oolong, who's that? My name's Lavender.
And see. Because that'll lead us to the next bit after this commercial. Boss Squad. That's right. I'm talking directly to you, the listener, the person currently listening. It's Vince. I think it's officially the holiday season, right? We're out of October.
Yeah.
We're into November.
Yeah.
I, for one, love a good Thanksgiving.
I do too.
I think it's the least stressful. Maybe not for some people. I don't talk to my sons, who I don't have family, so I don't have to worry about that aspect of it. But I love a big giant meal. But like Christmas is just around the corner. I know you can get those fucking lattes.
Oh yeah,
Christmas themed lattes that everyone loves.
Put them in red cups.
But what you can also get to celebrate the holiday season is the first feature film I edited, Feast of the Seven Fishes, this Friday, as of this recording. This Friday, November 15th, it is available on demand and in select theaters. You can get it off iTunes and anywhere else you can get your movies on demand. If you want to watch it in a theater, like a fucking mad lad, you can do it in New York, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Tampa, Houston, Minneapolis, Detroit. I don't think it's listed here. I think you can get it in Pittsburgh as well if you're around my neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
But you can just go to feastofthesevenfishesmovie.com. I'll provide a link in the show notes to get all your info. It's a fun movie. There's some fun laughs. It'll get you in the holiday spirit. You might learn a thing or two about life along the way as well. What I can guarantee you is it is not this cheesy bullshit Lifetime movie.
Damn right.
Christmas movie nonsense. I'll say bullshit again. It's not that. So don't expect that. It's like, it is a family comedy. It's a little racy at times. I am in it. I'm in two scenes.
Yay!
Vince does there's a scene. Here's how it's not family. There's a scene in not a strip club, but there are strippers.
Yeah.
Strippers are in the background.
There are
shots.
strippers present in shots of this movie that I announce.
If keen listeners of the podcast were here, Vince, you get to see me in my mug, and I'm sorry about that.
Oh, don't be sorry about that. He looks great. He looks great. The whole movie looks great. Go see it.
But please support it. Buy it when it comes out this Friday, November 15th. Go see it in theaters. Review the hell out of it. Talk about it. If you've seen it and you like it, please talk about it. Again, we're a little movie that could. The only support we're getting is, well, that's a lie. I'm sorry. We have a publicist. I'm not going to try and front. But please, as much word of mouth and as much help from fans as we can get would be much appreciated.
Talk to your local theaters and ask them to get the movie in.
Oh, that's the other thing. If you guys, it's kind of easy to tell theaters what to do. If they think there's an inkling of interest, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, theaters are
Talk
cowards.
to your theater.
Bully your theater.
Yeah. I want you to go up to your local theater and pants that building. Say, you play Feast of the Seven Fishes.
What are pants on a building? Is it the siding?
Maybe it's it's the handicap parking.
Oh
no,
that's the perfect. Aaron, dare I say, this conversation has been the perfect amount of reverence. It's a little depraved. It's got a nice moral compass. And boy, does it taste and smell good when you're sitting down at the dinner table. This conversation, like the movie Feast of the Seven Fishes, has it all, folks. So you better go see it. November 15th. That's this Friday as of this recording. Feast of the Seven Fishes. Aaron, he edited it. I'm looking at the IMDb. I can see his name down there. Oh, so great. So proud of this boy.
Oh,
and be proud of him like me and go see this comedy. Feast of the Seven Fishes. Out November 15th.
Show your pride through monetary means.
Yes. Use the power of the almighty dollar for good for once.
Yeah, support this capitalism.
Yes. This capitalism is better than that capitalism.
Yeah, we all know what kind we're talking about.
The American way and Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Seven Fishes. G.I. Joe. Goku, Chi-Chi, and Baba, they swing down to a village. They think it's in this direction. And who should Goku see just hanging out on a bench is Oolong.
Oh, my God. Oolong all the way out here? What's he doing out here?
Yeah, by himself back in his... Was he in his communist uniform again? I forget. Or just
it was
rocking
something,
that tank top.
It was something similar. He was in a green uniform for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Goku is very much like, Oolong, what are you doing here? What's going on? This, this pig person.
Oolong must have hit his head.
Yeah, because this big person is like, I ain't no Oolong. My name is Jasmine. And now I'm thinking, okay, Goku knows this too. Oolong's pulling a grift on somebody. He's trying to get Goku not to blow his cover.
Look, I'm Jasmine. I'm marrying a prince here in like 3 days, and then not killing him. during the honeymoon and getting his inheritance. Don't blow this for me.
I mean, we could talk about more about how we felt about this whole interaction, and maybe this entire second half of the podcast towards the end. But we quickly learn that this isn't Oolong because another pig person is called to the scene from the house that the other pig was sleeping in front of, Jasmine. And I don't remember this pig's name. Do you?
I don't think they said it.
Well, this pig comes out and confirms this is no Oolong. And would even get Oolong backstory, which is something that I've been waiting for this entire series. More Oolong backstory.
First, before that.
Oh, it hit me?
Shit. This line is too dumb.
Say it.
And horrible to not say. As he thinks that Jasmine is Oolong, Goku goes just right up to Chi-Chi saying, "Hey, Chi-Chi, I don't think you know this, but this guy loves girls' panties." Right?
Why didn't I get that line?
Goku.
Why couldn't I get that line?
Goku introduces this guy to his fiancée as the guy that loves girls' panties in a manner that would signify that, oh, I bet Chi-Chi would love to know this. Which is probably not wrong. She should probably be aware of this.
She should be aware.
In some sort of police report form.
Oolong should have to go around his community telling everybody that he loves panties.
I love panties. Hi, I just moved in, and I love panties. I'm nope, I don't like this.
Nope.
I'm out. You guys get it. Just imagine the rest.
Just imagine the rest because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much like that line is so uncomfortable.
But she doesn't like get mad as a Bulma would. Mm-hmm. I mean, Jasmine gets mad because like that ain't him, her. Mm-hmm. I think they clarify that.
I think they're all
a boy.
He's a boy.
Yeah, they're probably all boys.
I think they're all boys.
Boy, oh boy, are they?
Because now we get the fun visual of there being two Oolongs, or as I put in my notes, two longs. That we learn a little bit. We learn a little bit about the village. It's called Octagon Village, and they have
like in the dream.
just like
in the prediction.
It's just like connection. Just like in the prediction. It's Octagon Village. Goku asks about the Bancho fan. They learn about that there's a spa that has healing qualities. Baba thinks, he's like, oh my god, this exists. I'm getting in. I gotta go. And Chi-Chi's like, I'm gonna go with Goku to this valley where they said that the thing is. But then Baba convinces her to stay. The pigs get horny and happy because I can't believe I get to talk about this. They really want to watch a pretty girl like Chi-Chi undress and get in the hot spring. Okay.
I won't. This quote comes later on, but yeah, that's essentially the interaction. They're like, we don't know about any Bancho fan, but we have this hot spring.
And if it gets this guy away, we'll tell him to go find this valley. And while he's away looking for this fan.
I think the thing to know is that they specifically send Goku on a wild goose chase to get him. Because they're like, oh, we want to see these chicks. They're somewhat fine with Baba.
Yeah.
They're not thrilled about it, but they're like, at least it's not a dick. God, can you imagine seeing a dick? Our lives would be over. We got to get this guy out of here. That's their big concern. The
big concern is we got to get this guy out of here.
Again, no matter what, Goku cannot enter his dong into that spring. It is a dong-free zone. Only our little curly Q dongs can go in.
Only these pork penises can enter the hot spring.
Yeah. Only our pork roll is getting roasted in this motherfucker.
Only our sausage is getting boiled in this.
Only this bacon's getting shaken.
Oh, bacon shaken. Ew. That's too
bacon
far.
Bits.
Oh gosh.
God, I do wish Goku just fucking ate these guys, honestly.
I know, that would be great.
If that was the end.
Mm-hmm. But we can't leave this scene because they also talk about who they do remember Oolong. The second pig is like,
oh yeah.
The second pig person goes, oh, Oolong, I remember him. He's that guy, you remember, he got kicked out of kindergarten for stealing a teacher?
Stealing a teacher?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's wrong. For a few reasons. Mainly because it's inaccurate.
It's inaccurate. Right? Because
he got kicked out of they're like, Oolong, he's that guy that got into the transformation kindergarten, but then got kicked out because he stole a teacher's panties.
That's the whole story.
They can talk about.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is very weird.
It's very strange.
Where they can talk about like, oh, we're gonna see some titties, but God forbid you talk about a woman's undergarments.
Mm-hmm.
Why is one acceptable and the other isn't? Is definitely the big question, because that's two instances of panties that they have just kicked out the door.
I know. But also, I want to say that they then call Oolong a big loser a bunch. It's like, oh, that loser? Yeah, well, he's not here. That's not me. He's such a loser.
They do not like Oolong.
And now I understand why Oolong never went back there.
What's all guys?
It's all dudes. It's all dudes.
Yeah. It's a Smurf village. Smurfette was created by Gargamel. She's an abomination.
Oh, God.
Against the Smurf Lord.
Against our Smurf Lord.
She was created by Dark Magics.
Look, I'm not fighting you on this. I just think it's funny.
But then there were like the little ones, and so there was like another girl one, which is okay.
Yeah.
Smurf, if you want to argue about Smurf continuity and lore,
you know where to find us.
Don't find me.
You know where to find Aaron, and the answer is don't. It's in the corner of don't and go there.
So Chi-Chi finally gets convinced to stay with Baba. Goku's like, look, she's old. You need to be with her. Then I fucking hate this, and I hope they didn't transfer it over. Quote, you're right. I should listen to what my husband says.
Oh, that's like a punch to the gut.
Yeah, I did not like it.
No, she doesn't say that. She says, you're right. I'll take a look at Baba, and I could probably use... she's like, I probably need to relax a little bit. So
yeah, I need to get my mind off my dad being dead here any minute.
Again, sense of urgency not really taken into account here.
Yeah, I'm like, no, Japan. We don't like a lot of things you do. But it does. At the same time, it's a nice setup for this heel turn later on in Z.
Oh, yeah.
When she becomes the head of the household.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably like, drinking a Merlot at night. Like, what the fuck was I thinking back then? This fool doesn't know anything about anything.
He's never even had a job one day in his life. Can't drive a car. Doesn't know how to grocery shop. He's useless. And I'm going to treat him like that from now on.
I barely knew about sex, and I had to teach him.
Exactly. I think... In Z, I think we can say that Chi-Chi is justified in her frustration and anger with her husband, who she married on false pretenses, and his only marketable skill is saving the world.
Oh, he won't even capitalize on that.
Nope.
Unless, I don't want to say unless, because that's my brother and me thing.
Okay.
I'll say, as a segue, when one of us pops up with an idea of like, oh, here's how this could work. So instead of saying unless, we say, what if we'll steal from Marvel?
Cool.
A much bigger corporation.
Yeah, they don't have the time or interns to come after us.
Mm-hmm. What if Chi-Chi secretly has been getting all these sponsorship deals with various companies, putting Goku's face on various brands? So the person who saved the universe eats fucking Frosted Flakes, and you should too.
So you telling me
you don't know?
That Chi-Chi is a stage mom for Goku, and she's been pocketing all of his marketing money?
That's it. That has to be it.
It's got to be it. She gets to live the life of seclusion she's always wanted. Mm-hmm. Her husband is, air quotes, successful in his field.
Look, the farming gig that we know happens later on, that's a cover. He was getting too close to the truth, baby.
It's a total cover. He's getting too
Chi-Chi, I
close
went to
the
town. I went to town and my face is everywhere. Some guy that looks like me is on this box of cereal.
Oh, Goku, you know who that is? That's your evil brother Turles. He's going to show up in a movie soon. You better start training. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, you're right. And she gets the house to her fucking self.
For years.
I'm surprised. We've been looking at this all wrong. Here we are thinking Chi-Chi's like mad at Goku for not being around. It's like the Prestige where the twins. Spoilers for the Prestige.
Spoiler.
It's the twins living as one person.
Oh.
Chi-Chi has had this long con the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm mad at you, Goku. Dollar count, check cash.
Yeah. How do you think she afforded to send Gohan to that expensive school?
In another country.
In another country. He goes to the same school as the 3-time world martial arts champion in high school.
She wanted him to live in the dorms. He's too much of a mama's boy.
Far too much of a mama's boy.
He's like, we don't have the money, Mom. And she's like, well, I've been saving.
To send you to school.
Cool.
So I think we can wrap this up by saying Chi-Chi taught Goku Ultra Instinct. Boom. Without her guidance, where would Universe 7 be? Oh,
Yeah.
a blip.
Nothing.
Nothing. A mere false remembrance.
Not even a memory.
No, not even a memory.
So yeah, she says something bad, but she makes up for it by being Goku's manager later on in life.
And at this point, we're kind of cutting back and forth between Goku realizing that he's on a wild goose chase and turning around, and Chi-Chi accepting and about to get in to the hot spring, much to the delight of Jasmine and company.
Let's call him Sleepy Time. Is there a funnier T? Is there a funnier T though?
Oh, Stomackies. Jasmine and Stomackies.
Tazo.
Jasmine and Tazo.
That's a brand. I think that's still fine.
I think it counts. They are peeping.
Do you want to hear some horrible lines?
Yeah, please. At this point.
Quote. Here's two. Quote. It's been such a long time since we've been able to see a chick's breast.
There's got to be more.
What's Oolong left and stop transforming for us? We ain't seen titties in days. We know that's what they.
We know that's why Oolong really left. They were like, "You're the only one who learned how to shapeshift. So shapeshift into something with big old titties."
Now dance around. We throw coins at you.
Yeah. Octagon Village is octagon-shaped heavy coins that we throw at people that we find attractive.
Wear this towel and demurely stick your toes into this hot spring. Only a peep. Just a hint. True burlesque. It's about the tease.
That's what they're all about. They're all about the tease.
Just pure nudity's that's not what gets us.
That's boring.
Yeah. Sex is about anticipation.
And anticipate they did. Jasmine and Tazo.
They had the holes were ready.
Well, I like how they said, at least in mine, maybe they said this in yours, but they mentioned something about like, oh, we'll finally get to test out or they're like, yeah, it's outdoor, but it's private. And then they say, yeah, it's private, but now we get to test out our modifications.
They just straight up say, let the peep show begin.
Oh, God. And they do
they're peep show fans. The British show.
They're peep show fans. Oh, man. Because they do a couple of cuts, and then you realize at one point towards the end of this horrific peep show scene, the entire village of pigmen are salivating over... it's awful.
Tall oolong, short oolong. It tripped me out that there was like a normal sized pig person.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was like, I don't like this. You're supposed to be short and squat.
All of
Not cute in this sense. If I had no background reference, cute.
Yes.
But since I know you fucks, not cute.
You know they're fucks, but they don't fuck.
The incel brigade, come in. We deserve this.
All the women in our village left for some reason. We don't understand why.
Yeah. All we did was insult them, treat them as objects, say, you have to have sex with me because that's how evolution works.
That's what I get for being a nice guy all my life.
Yeah. We didn't get together in the town square to complain. We went to our individual homes.
Invented something
about it on 4chan.
We invented something called the Piggernet.
It's an intranet just for Octagon Village.
It's the Octagon's intranet.
The memes, though. Mwah.
Memes. Chef's kiss, delicious.
Let me ask you about this, besides these horrible pigs. Well, it also involves these horrible pigs. So the first thing they see, kind of, as they're peeping, is I think it's Baba's magic ball floats away. Her crystal ball, like, floats around.
Yeah.
And then she dips in. Then they comment, this sucks, and this has to be a dream. My guess is that they saw Baba's Baba, and they were unhappy with it, and they were like, wake me up from this nightmare.
I'm still not over you calling Baba's Baba.
Chi-Chi's Chi-Chi's, Bulma's Bulma. Bulma's Volma?
Oh!
Bulma's Volva. That makes more sense. There
Snaps.
we go. We got it.
Snaps.
I remembered what lady. I'm like, wait, what are lady parts called? I should probably know the parts. This isn't good for me as a single man.
Launches rockets?
Ooh. I mean, that's the top half.
Yeah. But her Uzi, that's something to...
Spell it right.
Woo!
If you don't. That's a whole nother.
And look,
what else we got?
Look, you might
Chiles.
Chiles.
But did they have some sort of reaction to Baba in yours?
Oh yeah, they didn't like it. There's a lot of ugh.
That was they weren't as explicit. It didn't feel as explicit as like, oh no, the elder, a boomer.
Yeah.
We hate it.
A boomers. They're always looking down on us.
Yeah. The most condescending genitalia.
Hold on. Oh, those boomers are constantly looking down on our millennial genitals. Oh, have me right for your late night shows.
Oh, we need
jobs in the entertainment industry.
I am looking for work as a freelance man. So if any of y'all know of anything, hit me up.
Oh boy.
But ideally within the comedy field. I mean, it's a bunch of peeping, as we said. All the pigs are there.
Mm-hmm.
Goku's flying around. Can't find anything until finally he's like, oh, there's a lake, which is the hot spring. Mm-hmm. It's octagon shape, which is why it's called Octagon Village.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a Bancho fan down there. He zips down into the hot spring. Right as Chi-Chi's about to disrobe. Goku being there stops her from doing so. The private area collapses from the pig weight.
The weight of all those wild hogs.
Yeah. 30 or 40 feral hogs.
Feral horny hogs.
Bear down. Yeah. Horny hogs. Hogs. Come down. She beats him up. But then suddenly, the hot spring, it's the water level goes down. You hear a big whirlpool forms in the middle. Jasmine and Tazo get sucked down in because Goku, he pulled the plug. Do.
Wow. That's right.
I thought it was a Bancho fan, but
the Bancho fan shaped plug in the bottom of the hot spring. Goku pulls it. The water drains to reveal a pillar in the center of the hot spring where Tazzo and Jasmine are clinging to dear life. But it looks like they say that, those are instructions on how to build the Bancho fan. So, fetch quest stage 2. You must now find the ingredients for said Bancho fan. Baba says, I remember my brother having something like this in his home. So now, Baba, she frustrated, still finds a little hot puddle to get in, while Goku and Chi-Chi fly off to their next adventure, which is Hiroshi's place, where I'm sure we'll get just the same level of perviness once we get there.
I'm curious if Goku's going to mention that he met Oolong's relatives and how nice they were to him. You don't know.
But yeah, I'm interested to see, because this is, again, blank spot in my Dragon Ball history. I don't remember this very well. Because it seems like on the instructions there were feathers from a bird or a plant, some other animals that needed to be wrangled. So I'm excited to see what happens in these last couple episodes of Dragon Ball proper. Because that's the end.
If we can finish it off with Yajirobe's twig and Goji's parentheses berries.
Everybody in the studio is standing up and clapping.
Well, I was like, should I listen to Vince or should I try and think up more dirty Dragon Ball puns? Dirty. We got some mail. Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Former intern and former boss Josh writes us with another movie update. If you remember, he's in charge of Disney. He's pitching movies. We're pitching him ideas.
He's trying to get on that Disney Plus.
He writes, "Hey guys, your former intern, former boss here. Sorry I haven't wrote in a while, but we've been hard at work on your movie." Whoa.
Wow.
We haven't seen that check yet, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We did a test screening in a remote village south of Brazil, and they seemed to enjoy it. Although one of them freaked out and killed a marketing rep. Then we did another test screening in Japan with a few private fans that didn't like it so much. So after much deliberation and me trying to bring an omelet bar to a board meeting, they have decided to vote me out of the company.
What? Huh? Wait, this is after he tried to bring an omelet bar to a meeting?
Yeah.
Executives love omelets.
How many cheeses, though?
Oh, man.
There is a cheese minimum.
There's a cheese minimum. If you didn't have to hit that cheese minimum.
And that better be Sargento.
Mm-hmm.
The finest
cheese. Sargento. They have happy cows. That's how you know it's good.
He continues to write. Not sure why they don't want me. Me either, but...
Yeah, we can't. We don't like that.
They mentioned some stuff about approving a $750 million budget for the movie and also something about being wrong to burn a village to keep movies under wraps, but I don't know. IDK. Anyways, hope y'all are well, and if you hear anything about me in the news, they are all liars, and I deny everything except the Asian hookers. Y'all stay good, and don't worry, I'll keep fighting. Former intern and former boss Josh. Now, former intern and former boss Josh. I don't know if you paid attention to the majority of the news lately. But I don't know if this is all in good fun. But
look, Aaron, I think we can chalk this up to Josh. Just he's losing. He's lost a little touch with the common man. Okay,
he did take responsibility for the Asian hookers, which are, I don't know, you paid for a service.
Legal in some states.
No. I'm not going to get into that's sad. That's a sad subject if we delve deeper into it.
So we'll just
why it would be bad. We'll just pretend that it was good. It was an amicable experience on both parties.
Yes. Someone who wanted to be there, someone who wanted to pay them to be there.
And the pay was well worth the services provided.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, keep fighting.
Gotta keep fighting.
We will defend you for certain things, depending on what pops up in the news.
Oh yeah.
Here's where no one can deny. You tried to bring an omelet bar.
Yeah.
To a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That's executive 101.
What would they have rather? Fucking a dozen Dunkin' Donuts? Ew, God, please.
Hey guys, I got some bagels from not New York.
You got shit. You're fired, Greg.
Yeah, so automatically horrible.
Yeah.
God.
These bagels taste like Panera's bread.
If I was an intern, I would go, and I was about to quit because the company sucked. I'd go out of my way to get bagels from New York and bring them in.
If I was an intern, I would get you coffee every single fucking day, and I'd do it with a smile upon my face, even though you treat me like crap. Then I'll be a rich man, because I'll put in my time according to... I can't. America, fix your internship program.
And we gotta get to this because we got a new email person. This is from Jake. So new listener Jake writes, just listening to the latest episode on a long, boring drive home from work, and a random scene sent my brain down a rabbit hole. Boy, oh boy, do we feel you there?
Mm-hmm.
What if? See, it's already catching on. What if?
It's already a thing.
What if? This is not planned, by the way.
Not 100%
serendipity, motherfuckers.
Serendipity all over the place today.
What if a Namekian's gallbladder is in their head? Bear with me. Namekians are taught from a very early age to strengthen their gallbladder somehow, which becomes the key to their regeneration abilities. That's why Piccolo has stated many times, as long as his head is intact, he's good. And why we humans who get to treat gallbladders like a nuisance and get it removed eventually cannot regenerate lost limbs. Love the show, you guys are awesome. Keep fighting.
You know what? I bet you it's one of those things where over time, society unlearned how to regrow our limbs and unlearned how to move our internal organs around. I think, look, bear with me. I think the Mayan civilization...
Baron?
I think the Mayan civilization had something going, not the sacrificial part, but they loved playing with organs, rearranging them, moving them around, putting them in jars.
Trying to connect three.
Trying to connect.
Disappear a line.
So what I'm saying is that I'm with this. The gallbladder, it's a nuisance. It's almost like the appendix. What could the appendix be if it was in our necks? What function could it have? Could we breathe water if our appendix was in our necks? These are the questions society is telling us not to ask, but our new listener, Jake, he did. And, I think new listener Jake started a what if subject line for Kame House Party. If you got a what if like this, based on our conversations, or just a what if for Dragon Ball, send it in to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Look us up at kamehouseparty.com. Anywhere to ask us these questions.
Speaking of great ideas, he also writes, Power listener Jake, no, I'm sorry, I can't. I want to. After a few more, then yes, but I can't right now. I can't power listen to you, Jake. That was just... Sorry. My heart wanted to, but legally I cannot.
Yeah, I'm glad you
stopped. Regular, but very good listener Jake also writes. He gives us a t-shirt suggestion saying, the Kami, the Popo, and the Holy Shenlong has to be a shirt, or at least it should be. And it's on the list, my man.
It's on the list.
If we want to get into the religion game like Kanye, then...
Oh, Aaron, we have to end this podcast, because if we start... I could go an hour on Kanye right now. Oh, boy.
So if you, as Vince stated before, if you want to write to us, you can do so by writing to us at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Go to kamehouseparty.com to find the links to everything, how to subscribe to the podcast, for clips, how to find all of our own personal social media resources. If you remember from last week, we have a bingo card up. And I think we found, mainly thanks to Jeff.
Of course.
I think we have a way where you can just click a link and you can play the bingo card so you don't have to download anything. I think, maybe. I'm going to try and get that set up today. We'll see.
We'll see. Internet is hard, folks. Internet is hard.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
We're not internet people.
We're on the internet, but
That's
we're
our
not
medium.
internet.
If you haven't already, please rate and review us on your podcasting app of choice. Spotify doesn't allow comments, which is bullshit.
Yes.
Spotify doesn't have reviews, which I think is a misstep on them. First yell at Spotify, tell them, "Hey, I want to review my favorite podcast, Kame House Party, on Spotify. Why can't I? Please make this change in your code. Please rework the code from scratch."
That's right. Look,
Which I hear is easy to do.
It's very simple.
So simple, me and Vince can't do it. But on your podcast app of choice, where they will allow you to write reviews and rate the shows, if you haven't done so already, please rate and review us. And so you don't have to think about it, here's one for you. The first time I listened to Kame House Party was on a bus. A minute in, I laughed out loud. Then I got embarrassed, looked around, and the person next to me also laughed. They asked me, what was I laughing at? I said Kame House Party. That person then said, Kame House Party? That's my favorite podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, that person became my partner, and we've been married for 50 years thanks to Kame House Party. 5 stars. So, yeah. Why am I clapping? Well, I'm a big asshole. Clapping for myself.
It's that easy.
Instinctually.
But that I'm snapping and clapping because it's that easy, folks. We're laying it up for you on a silver platter, okay? We're like Rajon Rondo passing it to Aaron's son, Anthony Davis, down on the block. And all he has to do, he's almost 7 feet, reach up that arm, little jump, and he's slam dunking that thing, and the crowd's going wild.
Well, that's another point of contention. I was like, well, you're tall. You have an advantage. So it's not that hard for you. You're not doing anything hard for you.
Oh, Aaron, this is problematic. You should have talked to me before you came up with these opinions.
No.
But look.
Also, thanks to Honeybee on YouTube for writing down the last review. Even though it was you can't. How do you rate and review on YouTube? You can't. So they put in the comments, the next best thing.
Yeah, follow Honeybee's lead. Honeybee quickly rising the ranks. Don't fall behind. Don't be a Bakugo, okay? But also, no matter what you got going on out there in this, world filled with oolong lookalikes trying to trick you, or fortune tellers that are sick. If you need a hot spring, go find your hot spring. But no matter what you do, you got to remember that you always gotta keep